fam, welcome back to the Phillip Scott Show. I am Angel Zalal and bringing you this report. Today's report is about OG. If you're a reality junkie, you know her from a reality show called Basketball Wives, or if you're not into reality shows, then you definitely know her from football. She is a star. So OG revealed that she has faced colorism and racism when filming the reality show, and she said countless times she went there to the producers and told them what was going on and things need to change, but unfortunately she's not seeing the change that she's been asking for. So she decided to blast everyone and she posted a video. I'll show you the video real quick, but first I want to tell you the reason why she posted that video is because she needed to defend herself. The show aired, and even though OG says that she's really been accommodating and she really tried to have a conversation with those that didn't understand where she was coming from when she said she faced colorism and racism, she had a whole lengthy discussion with them, and what they've aired, actually what they've decided to air, it paints OG in a bad light, and she was being defensive. That's what it looked like for the viewers. But she was smart. She didn't trust them, I guess, enough to just let them film and put it online for us to watch it. She actually recorded with a secret cam, and when you hear the audio in its whole entirety and when you compare it to the reality show, yeah, definitely you can tell that they were trying to make her look bad. Listen to the audio. We'll come back and discuss.
I know some shit that I said, but I can't relate it to ever being a colorist towards you.
So I hope it didn't come out the way you're making it. I wanted to be clear. I wasn't making that a bad comment. I was just saying, if you have to ask a question to understand what you did wrong, it defeats the purpose of you coming to the realization on your own, is what I meant. And that's what I said. I'm not saying that everybody's different. I'm not expecting you to process things like me. You asked me a question, and I'm just saying, if you have to ask a question like, girl, what did I do wrong? Tell me what I did wrong so I can say sorry. Okay, you took my wine. Okay, I'm sorry for taking your wine. But you physically took the wine and it wasn't yours. You see what I'm saying? Like, people have to have epiphanies. People have to come to their own realization and wake up to things that they did good or bad on their own. And that's when it becomes a deeper level. I'm not saying it's bad to ask questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question except a question not asked. What I'm saying is, if you have to constantly be told what you did to offend someone, then you yourself have not recognized it on your own. That's what I mean. Okay. And it's important to recognize things on your own, because then you have your journey, not the journey I told you to have.
She's really smart for doing this. The reason why she's smart for doing this is because if she didn't record this on her own, we wouldn't have found out. I would have taken her word for it, but many people wouldn't have. And many people would have dismissed her and say, we've watched the reality show and it shows that she's been defensive, even though not knowing that it has been cut to make her look bad. A lot of people wouldn't have understood like where she was coming from, and nobody would have believed her. But the fact that she brought receipts, she did well. That's why I'm saying she's smart for doing that. After she posted that, former Basketball Wives came to her comment section and showed support. Cece wrote, I just now watched only this episode and I am not surprised. I miss you. I love you and I am proud of you. Yes, it's what they do. Yes, it's what they've done many times to me. The amount of disrespect is unbelievable. Nothing was done to address what was done to me. Not one thing. Instead, it was amplified for entertainment and never addressed after the fact. What did the executive producer say about that, or anyone else to fix or address it? But this is not about me. This is about you, and I will always stand for you forever. So that's what Cece wrote. And Tammy Roman also came to the comment section and wrote, OG, no one can tell you how to feel, and you have a right to express your truth. I spoke to you during the entire filming, and I witnessed firsthand your hurt and pain. I'm so sorry you have to continually be the target, even when all you want is peace. Toxic people love saying everyone else is toxic to avoid accountability. Stay strong, friend. The viewers will eventually see and know it's not you. Even Royce Reed decided to speak up, and she wrote, "I 100% agree with you. The amount of disrespect I received and favoritism I witnessed for 4 seasons to be blanketed by and dismissed by production edits or cast interviews was depressing. But I went back for those seasons after being told a change would happen. It never did. To even excuse the terms used when other networks have respectfully parted ways with cast members for less offensive remarks simply because of ratings is so sad and shows not much has changed on the network." So as you heard, former Basketball Wives stars came out and defended OG, and they also shared what they faced when they were with this network. And I'm glad they're standing with her in solidarity, and this will mean a lot to OG, I'm sure, because she had to take this bold move for her to do this. This is her job. You know, like, she gets paid to do this, and for her to come out and tell the truth, that means she's going against her bosses and the producers. So clearly people's support really would mean a lot to her, and it will help her even if she decides to leave this network, this reality show tomorrow. Those are the same fans that can support her in her next project, you know. So I'm glad that former stars like Tammy and Cece supported her. So my thing is, I've watched the last season of Basketball Wives, and I have seen how OG was being treated, and it was not nice. And I remember when she was being mocked and being segregated, and if you remember, they didn't even want to film the reunion with her, so she had to film alone without the cast members. The cast members were together in one room, and she was in one room filming, and they had to put it together for us to see, for the viewers. And it was so weird because on reality shows, there's always some ratchet stuff going on. There's security standby. So for them to feel that threatened, you know, quote unquote, threatened by OG to a point where they didn't want to film with her and they made her sit alone, actual segregation, was really upsetting to see. And I remember watching her and seeing her hurt, how hurt she was by the situation, and it was so unfair. And now they want to double down and actually hurt her more when they're filming the new season, and she's actually explaining, as you heard in the audio, she's trying to explain to them what kind of scenarios she had to go through and how she felt and everything else, but they didn't show the whole thing. They cut it to make her look bad. Granted, reality shows, they're not so real all the time. They cut it, they want it to be entertaining. We get it. But when you're doing that on purpose, making the other person look bad by changing the narrative, like she's saying something and they're making it seem like another thing, that's pure manipulation. That's them working towards pushing her out or making fans hate her now to turn on her, and then they can have a reason to let her go or mess with her name. That's not right. That's not correct. And I am glad she brought the receipt so that we can see it for what it is. Anyways, guys, do let us know down below what your thoughts are about OG revealing that audio that she had and showing us that they are trying to make her look bad and discredit her. Let us know down below. I am Wingil Zalal. I'm bringing you this report. I will see you on the next one. Bye.